What's up, everybody? We're going to get right into the videos because Tim Pool is he's reporting on Donald Trump voiding the pardons that Joe Biden preemptively signed with AutoPen, mind you, with AutoPen for the J6 committee, among other people. And it is about time. Frankly, let's get right into this. This is important. I'm going to upload this immediately after.
Donald Trump has declared Joe Biden's pardons of Fauci, J6 members, and his family void. The reason? Well, Joe Biden used an AutoPen function, an app essentially that automatically signs pardons. Many have argued that pardons require a wet signature physically done on paper. I don't know how true that is because Obama, Trump, and Biden have all been.
Oh boy, I bet you their buttholes are puckering. Their buttholes are puckering. They're on the run. They're moving overseas. They're buying other houses. They're gone. And with good riddance. We don't want you here. Anybody that's corrupt, that's going to steal our money and then lie to our faces need to go, and this needs to get out immediately. Let's continue. This is ridiculous.
Accused of using the AutoPen feature, though in the instance of Obama and Trump, there weren't questions of cognitive capabilities, and they weren't as pronounced. Many people have started to take a look at the executive orders, memos, and pardons Joe Biden signed, and auto signature. They say AutoPen, and it's like, I don't know, it's like you ever use DocuSign or whatever, where it's like your signature is saved, you click a button, just applies it. Donald Trump says that they're void. Now, something else just happened this morning, which makes me wonder, Dan Bongino, now the deputy director of the FBI, I'd like to give a massive shout out to Dan Bongino, who is a gentleman and a scholar. And oh boy, am I excited. You know, we had so much happen over the weekend. It's funny.
Clean them out, Dan.
I used to work weekends, okay? I used to do the morning show, this show, on the weekends. Every day, no days off, including the weekends. And it was always really tough to source news during the weekends. So the shows were a bit more cultural, like, hey, this video game is dumb, or that's woke and this is woke, and who wants to watch that commercial? Because they'd be woke or something like this. Now it's like, I take a couple days off to spend time with the family like most regular human beings, and there's a plane full of violent murderers and rapists over international waters, and the Democrats are like, bring them back. And Trump's like, no. And a judge ordered a plane.
Yeah, comment down below about that too. What do you think about this crazy judge just out of nowhere ordering Donald Trump to turn around a plane loaded with violent rapists, Tren de la Agua, whatever they're called. Turn around the plane and bring him back? One guy was released, 3 times, including Petty? No, do not follow it, Trump. This judge, you're the president of the United States. You do what you need to do, sir, and we all have you. Period. I'm sorry, Judge, but you can't do that.
Over international waters to turn around and come back to the country. It was on its way to El Salvador, where they deported some of the most violent criminals. Now, there are questions there because I'm always a fan of due process, and my concern is if they're just saying, we hereby declare this person to be a non-citizen violent offender, then, you know, we want a court to determine that. I don't want American citizens caught up in this. That being said, I got to be honest, guys, about that story too, and I'll do a bigger segment on this a little bit later. I really don't care about the crimes after, quote, illegal immigrant, end quote. Okay? As soon as they're illegal immigrant, you deport them. And if you can argue any other crime and say, was he really accused of being this, a drug dealer or murder? And I'm going to be like,
but it don't matter.
They went before a court, proved to a judge, or at least showed the judge the papers. He's not a citizen. The judge signed off on deportation. See ya. I'm not sure they're actually even going that far, which is a challenge because my concern is you'll get innocent people swept up, and you always do. But there are big challenges, and I think ultimately what it comes down to is this. Back to topic at hand, my friends. War. I tried to do it like Andrew Breitbart, but I'm nowhere near as good as he was. War. It's an administrative civil war. That's what Eric Weinstein said. Call it whatever you want. It's a civil strife. I don't know. But the efforts that were laid out against Donald Trump to destroy him.
No, it's a distraction. It's a distraction for the rest of the people. So that way the people like us in rural areas that aren't crammed into cities, that aren't being subjugated to like mass manipulation by all these like city officials and corrupt politicians. It's a way to keep people like us from organizing and waking up. But the veil's been lifted. I've said it many times before. The veil has been lifted. There's no going back. There's nothing you can do, Adam Schiff. There's nothing you can do, Nancy. There's nothing you can do, Raskins. The only thing you can do is what you've probably been planning to do the whole time. What is somebody that's so desperate to maintain power? What are they willing to do? Poison their own people? Poison the land? Maybe I got a little video on what's happening out here in the woods. Why all this mysterious non-melting snow and these fogs and these drones that are spraying things into the air, all the cloud seeding. Is that just a way to kill us off? You can't shut us up. People like me and everybody else, we're all waking up. I don't want this video to be too long. I want everybody to go ahead and check out his podcast. He's one of the leading news reporting influencers out there. Seems like a pretty intelligent guy. I don't know how world experienced he is. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on how world experienced any of these people are. Even the ones that have the persona of being this tough guy. These tough guys out here. You can be tough all you want, but can you survive? Let's see. Tough will only get you so far. Are you smart? Are you tough? Are you adaptable? Can you apply real world applications to situations? Ask yourselves those before you listen to every influencer out there. But this guy spreads the news. He go to his channel. Check this whole video out. I'm glad Bongino can prosecute these people. Prosecute them for treason. In my opinion, treason. I don't even think it's alleged at this point. It's my opinion, but, prosecute to the fullest extent. And anyone that doesn't want to be in America, that believes America is evil or doesn't like it here, you are free to go. This isn't a dictatorship. You can go to these other... Join Rosie. Okay? We got real world problems we need to worry about here on our land. Like I said before, I want this to be a shorter video. Do a little like, do a subscribe. It helps the algorithm. YouTube isn't pushing my videos because of my message. I'm going to try to do a whole bunch of other content. I got plans for days. Plans for days. We're going to make this YouTube channel great again. We're going to make it great. It's a horrible, 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 horrible impersonation. But that's okay. Do this down here. Go to Tim's. Watch that. It's very important. We can finally prosecute these people. Check out my video on trees. And also, we need to worry about America, people. We need to worry about... There ain't no judge that's going to tell Donald Trump to turn around a plane of criminals. I'm sorry. Sir, he's not going to do that. And we wouldn't want him to do that. So just sit back and worry about your cases that you have. That's just a message from real people in America that are tired of this crap. This distraction. Thanks for watching.